Greetings! Welcome to my channel. My name is Jana and you're watching Curves on the Road. Today I'll tell you things you should know before visiting the capital of the Great Britain, London. In most of the cities I give you my first impressions, or I've been there just once or twice, but London, oh, I really know London very well. I was here the first time when I was 8 years old and I keep on coming back. Number 1, distances. London, guys, is huge. I think it's the biggest city I've ever been to. Maybe it's because I planned to live there, but seriously, once I wanted to meet a friend and she was like, okay, I'm living nearby. It's not that far, it's just 2 hours by public transport. Yeah, definitely count that you'll be commuting a lot when you come to London. On the other hand, if you're here just to see Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, Trafalgar Square, Piccadilly Circus, all these places are basically in the walking distance from each other if you're not scared of a little bit of walking. So for tourists, it's not so bad. However, the hotels in the center are super pricey. So if you don't want to pay a fortune for your stay, you'll probably have to opt for something a little bit further from the center. And that's when you encounter the commute. I give you the Houses of Parliament. As you can see, Big Ben is already renovated, so if you come to London now in 2023, you'll get the best views. Number 2, public transport. Honestly, guys, I think you will get a grip of the public transport here very easily and you will end up loving it. The first improvement that is new for me after the COVID era is the beep and go system, meaning if you have a credit card or just a card in your mobile phone or smartwatch, you can simply just use that. When you enter the public transport, you beep. When you get out, you beep again, and it calculates how much you're supposed to pay for the daily fare. I think they have the most straightforward system I have seen in any city anywhere. Always look for this board. It's the holy grail. It shows you where it comes from, where it goes. You can see which line it has. Sometimes it has 2 endings, so you have to watch out which train is coming, what's its final stop, so that you get on the right train to the destination you want to go. If you really don't like public transport, take Uber. Number 3, budget. If somebody told you that London is a cheap place to visit, they lied. Everything is expensive here. From transportation to food to accommodation. Of course, always you can cut corners by eating from the food you make yourself, walking most of the places. You can always make an itinerary. Lots of the sites are free because you go to see Houses of Parliament, there they are. You can actually even visit inside. That's completely free. You can have a look at Buckingham Palace, changing guards. You can feed some birds. You can actually feed parrots. If you didn't know, in the St. James Park in front of the Buckingham Palace, there are parrots. And if you bring them an apple or a nut, they will be very, very happy. Same with squirrels. It's kind of a tradition. Of course, you shouldn't be doing that, but they are so cute. So there are lots of things you can do without needing any special budget. The only problem is you can't cut it completely, and wherever you encounter something you really want to do, be ready that it's gonna cost more than you're probably used to if you're living in the Eastern Europe like me, or somewhere where the pound still seems to be very strong currency.
We're right in front of the Buckingham Palace. The new King Charles lives here. If you book it all in advance, you can actually visit the inside. I've never done it and I would love to. Please let me know down in the comments if you've done it and how was it.
Number 4, weather. Of course, there are so many jokes. If you want to experience spring, summer, autumn and winter all in one day, go to England. London is no exception. It is definitely a British weather that you can expect. In the summer, it is a little bit milder and better, but be prepared for showers, unexpected showers. Me and my mom once went out and we got completely soggy just because a random cloud came and it started pouring all of a sudden, while in the morning it looked like a completely sunny and perfectly rainless day. So take your brolly, take your umbrella if you need one. Make sure you have some change of clothing. Have layers on you so that you can take them off if it gets incredibly hot, or that you can pile them on in the evenings or when you get to the river, or if the weather just decides to change the season all of a sudden.
Number 5,
Try British food. British food does not exactly have the best reputation, but I would suggest give it a chance. Fish and chips, if you like fish, it's perfectly fine. My personal favorite, if you like pies but you don't have too much of a sweet tooth, try one that is filled with meat and mushrooms. It's definitely delicious. Another thing nobody can say a bad word about, except for maybe dietitians, is English breakfast. Full English will keep you full for the whole day, so it's definitely perfect if you have a lot of walking to do around London. And now to the best part, desserts. They have the best desserts from any country, and that is sticky toffee pudding. Absolutely amazing, must try. You can always go for international cuisine if you really don't want English food, because London is a melting pot and you can find anything you can think of. And of course, in the evening, you should try some of the local cozy pubs for one pint and maybe a little snack.
Number 6, be a tourist.
Of course, if it's your 100th time visiting London, by all means go do the things that locals like. But if it's your first time, don't be ashamed of being tourist. You are a tourist. So don't skip on the Piccadilly Circus even if it's crowded. Go to see the London Eye if you're not scared of heights like me.
We're right at the bottom of the London Eye. If you're not scared of heights, and if you have some spare cash and time, you can go try it.
Do everything that a tourist would do, because those are the things that attract tourists for a reason. They are really cool and there is a lot to see. You have beautiful pictures and great memories. So don't try to avoid the crowds and avoid the experiences just because it's very touristy.
I have some evidence. I hope I'll be able to find it, but at this very spot I have pictures from 1998, then 2003. I've been to London so many times before and I still love the city and I still love coming back. So if you've never been, definitely give this city a try.
I must admit that even though this will be probably my 300th, 400th time I've been to London, I still do the touristy things. I still love to go feed squirrels in the St. James Park. I love to go to see the places that remind me of London and that are symbolic for London. So really, don't be afraid. I understand you don't want the pictures like everybody else, but you will create your own memories. Don't worry.
We are at the St. Paul's Cathedral. As you can see, I found a dress that has the design on the skirt. I love it. It took me a while to figure out if it's really the St. Paul's, but everybody says it is. Gorgeous. Number 7. Great Britain is not only about London.
While visiting UK, keep in mind that there is much more to see than just London. You can have just one-day trips or take a really round trip around the whole country to get to know it really well. My recommendations are definitely a Windsor Castle. It's not far from London at all. Similar distance is the Stonehenge, those ancient stones that are built in the circle and they are said to have mysterious powers and nobody knows what they serve for until today. Then there's the spa city of Bath. It's gorgeous, it's pretty, it's not big, so you will be done with it in a day. Absolutely gorgeous. But if you want to venture and travel a little further, of course you could visit Wales, you can visit the north of England, but also you can go to see if the Nessie, if the Loch Ness Monster is still there in Scotland.
What time is it? Well, it depends where you are. We're now at the Greenwich Observatory and the Prime Meridian. The time starts here. Number 8. Watch Horrible Histories.
Never heard of Horrible Histories? Well, it's a show for kids that teaches the history in a fun way that you won't get bored and you won't fall asleep. The actors are amazing. There are lots of catchy songs and you will learn about British history with ease, and once you get to the sides it will kind of connect the dots and you will understand why certain kings behaved certain way, and you might even whistle the tune because you'll remember it from the show. It's one of my favorite shows. It so much shows the British sense of humor and traditions and culture. Definitely, it's just a little extra tip. Watch it. It's available, I think, even on YouTube, or you can find it on British TV for sure.
Born to rule over you, King George 4, 3, 1 and 2.
So that's it. That's the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you give me a royal thumb up? And you can subscribe to my channel because I upload every Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day and bye!